Okay, so welcome back to lecture once again, guys. Now, if I would like to do some sort of operation, for example, renaming or removing or filtering operation on top of the data set which is available inside my Power Query editor. So how I will be able to do that? This is something that we are going to discuss. So first of all, let's try to start with the blank report and then try to import some sort of a data set. I'm going to select all file and yeah, so I will be able to import a data set. And directly I can try to click on transform data. This is the step that we have already done in my previous lecture. So here I can try to click on transform data and it is going to open up everything inside my Power Query editor. Now, so let's suppose if I have to remove a duplicate. So there are like so many duplicates over here, right? Let's suppose if I have to remove a duplicate from the data set, how I will be able to remove a duplicate. For example, from an order number, I have to remove a duplicate. So how I will be able to remove a duplicate? Simple, right click and then here you will be able to find out something called as remove duplicate, right? Remove duplicate. So here if I'm going to click, it is going to remove a duplicate and you will be able to see that my data size has shrunk, right? And it is not the same. It has removed all the duplicate based on this particular column which I have selected. So it has just shrink the entire records that we have. Now, if I have to revert back, so maybe I can try to delete it, right? Or maybe I can try to click on this one. And if I'm going to click on this step, again, I will be under the same impression or I will be able to see the exact same state. So from one state to another state, I can try to go. If I have to delete this state, I can try to delete this state. That is also fine. I will be again in a previous state, and this is where this steps comes into a picture. If you have to apply this entire changes, so you can try to click on close and apply and you will be able to apply these changes permanently, as simple as that. So now remove duplicate is completely fine. Let's suppose if I have to rename some of the columns, so I can try to double click, I can try to double click, I can try to double click on any of the column name, and then I will be able to rename these columns. Now let's suppose if I have to perform some sort of a filter operation on a sales column, right? There is a sales column and if I have to apply a filter operation, so I can try to apply a filter operation. So here you must be able to see a number filter. So let's suppose I have to select all the sales which is greater than maybe greater than 1,000, let's suppose, yeah, greater than 1,000. So I can try to AND condition. So it's greater than 1,000. So okay, and here so it will be able to select all the record, as you can see inside a sales data, that all the records is greater than 1,000 that we are able to get. So in this way we can try to apply a filter operation. Let's suppose we have a date column, and again so we can try to apply a filter over here based on equal to, before, after, between, in, a, next, previous. So as per the data available inside the column, as per the data type which is available, it is going to give you all of these options, and based on that you will be able to perform a filter operation, which is very simple operation that you can do inside a Power Query. So this is how you will be able to filter out, guys. Plus if I have to filter out based on some of the records, so maybe I can try to select some of the records over here, and based on this I will be able to filter out this entire data set, just like an Excel sheet. But yeah, I can try to apply a conditional filtering as well. I can try to apply a conditional filtering as well on each and every column. If I have to clear out the filter, I can try to click over here and I will be able to clear out the filter. If I have to perform maybe ascending or descending operation, so sort everything into a ascending order based on the sales column. So yeah, I will be able to sort everything in terms of a ascending column. Similarly, it goes for the descending. So sort everything based on the descending, based on the sales column. So it will be able to sort out each and everything for me. We have a status column. Inside the status column, so we have a text data available, right? So again, you can try to apply a conditional filtering with the help of this. So equal to, if you're looking for some of the text information inside this data set, or maybe like begins with or ends with, or maybe contain. So I will be able to apply this filter. So maybe if I would like to apply a filter begins with, so I would like to filter begins with maybe D, right? So whatever begins with D, so try to give me only that data. So there is nothing with this one. Maybe I can try to change this filter. So here I can try to say that begins with capital D. Okay. But this is something which I have already applied. So maybe I'll have to delete this one, or maybe I have to click here. And then from here, so I can try to start. Means from this particular state, I'm trying to apply this particular operation. So state selection is something that is already available to all of us. So begins with D, and here, so you must be able to see that it is able to filter out everything with the D. So this is going to maintain your steps. If you would like to remove some of the steps, you can do that. If you would like to go back and then make some sort of a changes in that state, or if you would like to go back and after that you would like to make some sort of a changes in a state, you can do that as well. It's completely up to you, and this Power Query is very much flexible. Plus, if I'm going to click on this advanced editor, right? So whatever operation that I have done, whether it's a filtered rows, I have done 3 times, sorted row, I have done again multiple times, filter row based on the sales, where sales should be greater than 1000. So all of these operation it is able to capture inside this advanced editor in a form of M query. Yeah, in a form of M query. And plus it is trying to hold my last step as well. This is my last step which I have performed on top of the data set. So hope all of you are able to understand a renaming operation, a filtering operation, or maybe, right? So renaming operation is one thing that we have discussed, filtering operation, and then initially we had talked about a removing duplicate. So removing duplicate operation we all are able to understand. So with that, thank you so much everyone, and see you again in my next lecture.